The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Howell out of the shotgun.
He finds his man, complete. That's Roman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here now, 2nd and 4. And once more, Howell back to the air. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Huskies get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And shoves him off at the 20.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But you look at this defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
3rd and 20.
Here's Murray. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba.
31 yards.
And the Blues are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. Opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Murray now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Myers now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Howell from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Roman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Able to push his way through. Still fighting. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and 8. Now they go play action with Howell. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. They'll go play action. Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Huskies are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on center. 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Opportunity with it on the touch pass. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touch. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Murray now on first down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Byron Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.